In this video, we will show you how to measure the primary and secondary land width as well as the helix angle and primary and secondary clearance angle from one simple setup on the tool. Determine center line of the tool. To do this, rotate lead cutting teeth up to its highest position. Once found lead cutting tooth, zoom in by turning the dial on the microscope. Adjust focus to top edge and add more light if necessary. Once you have edge in focus, zoom back out. Turn lighting down. Set software at 0.75, same as on the microscope. Move Z up to its top edge and rotate tool back and forth to determine its highest point. Move the mouse cursor into Digital Zoom Box window in the Content Data box to have a better view to find highest point. Zero out the Z by clicking on the Z to 0 icon to the right of the Z field or hit F10 on the keyboard. Move to bottom of tool. Adjust lighting if needed. Rotate tool again to make sure it's at its lowest point. The diameter is 0.3125. Cut diameter in half by hitting Z half button. Go back to 0 on the center line of the tool. Turn up lighting and reset focus for outside diameter of tool. Now you are in focus on the cutting tooth. Rotate tooth cutting edge to center edge. Add a little more light and adjust focus slightly. Now that the tool is on center line and the lead cutting tooth is on center line, you can start measuring. For helix angle, select Line and Regression Line icon from the toolbar. Left-click on Cutting Edge for helix. Left-click on Cutting Edge to make another point. Right-click to set your line. Helix angle appears in the Content Measurement Data box. The helix angle is 29 degrees on this tool. Now we will get a secondary line for our primary and secondary land widths meet. Left-click to make first point. Left-click to make second point. Right-click to connect the line. Repeat the same process at the top of the secondary land width. Now there are 3 lines. Select 2 lines average distance icon from the toolbar. Select first line and second line. Distance will appear in the content measurement data box, minimum, maximum, and average distance. The average distance is 0.0205 for primary land width on this tool. Repeat process to find secondary land width. Select second line and third line, then select 2 lines average distance icon from the toolbar. Distance will appear in the content measurement data box, minimum, maximum, and average distance. The average distance is 0.0232 for secondary land width on this tool. Now we have Helix, primary, and secondary land width angle. From this position, dial down front lighting and use strictly backlighting. You can now see the primary and secondary clearance angle. Measure primary and secondary clearance angle. Select Line and Regression Line icon from the toolbar. Left-click first point, left-click second point, right-click to make line. Gives you included angle from that line off of 90 degrees. Primary clearance angle of this tool is 9.3 degrees. Do secondary angle the same way. Left-click first point, left-click second point, right-click to make line. Secondary clearance angle is 20.6 degrees of this tool. That is a simple way of measuring 5 geometries on one setup. Thanks for watching LMT's Accu-Tool instructional video on how to measure primary and secondary land width, as well as helix angle and primary and secondary clearance angle from one simple setup.